Hi guys, this is Greg Green from Flip Schools, and I talk all around the country on the flipped classroom and the importance of it within our schools today. One of the things that we really need to talk about before we talk about the flipped classroom, and there are differences in students coming to school, and students sometimes come from at-risk neighborhoods that just aren't supportive of the homework process. And so I think that because we've written a piece on CNN and we've spurred some national discussion on that, that's something that we need to talk about right here. So let's just chat a little bit about it. When I interviewed our students for 9 years, I interviewed them, and they overwhelmingly, these are the 5 themes that came up when I asked them what I could do to help support them. And one of the things that we found is that sometimes when we send homework home, sometimes they weren't learning in a safe environment, or sometimes they didn't have technology available to them, or sometimes a parent was working 2 or 3 jobs, or didn't have a high school diploma, or just wasn't part of the learning process. So it was really hard for them to support what we were doing. Also, we had communities that didn't support learning. So our students came from at-risk neighborhoods that really had a hard time supporting the educational process. And then they didn't really have experts that surrounded them. So even if they had a safe home and had technology and had parent support and had community support, really didn't have an algebra or chemistry teacher right there to help them with the particular topic. So we call those students at risk. When the student doesn't have those types of things or lacks one of those things, they become at risk. Well, oftentimes when we look at affluent communities, a lot of times in affluent communities you can offer that the neighborhoods are safer, and that people have the resources to buy technology and keep technology up to date. They also have parents who support education, maybe have advanced degrees, and are able to kind of go through some topics that maybe some parents can't. Also, the community supports education. So with passing of the bonds and millages and so forth, the community just readily supports what's going on at school. And then also experts. If they can't find an expert, they'll go out and seek one out and bring one to the actual student. And so there is a stark difference between an affluent student and an at-risk student. And those are the 5 risk factors that we see predominantly in at-risk students. One of the things that we can do is by flipping our classroom and having the school become the resource where you're spending all your active learning, is that the school now can produce all the things that the average student was lacking. Schools go to great length in providing a safe atmosphere, and they also have the necessary technology to perform most tasks. Teachers become a parent-like person who encourages and supports them during the learning process. They also have social workers and school psychologists and assistant principals and counselors and so forth that are individuals who can also help the social and emotional parts of their lives so they can focus on their classwork. Also, they have a community of supporters. So, when you're looking at getting an advanced degree and you want to fill out your financial aid forms, or you want to apply for college, that's where counselors really come in. And so you have a community support group that's able to make you more successful as a learner. And you also have experts available to you at a moment's notice. So by flipping your classroom, what you're able to do is you're able to offer a level playing field for the at-risk student, and they're learning in the same atmosphere as the affluent student. An at-risk student now learns in a safe atmosphere that has technology available to them, that has parent-like support, community support, experts at their disposal. So now, for the first time in our nation's history, by flipping it, we're able to offer all kids the opportunity for a fair and equal education. That's why you flip. This has been Greg Green from Flip Schools.